What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a crazy week, but we're finally back. And in today's video, I want to share with you exactly how I was able to get my client Garon from his starting weight of 284 pounds to his current weight this morning of 242 pounds. And let me just show you guys right here real quick. So as you can see, this is literally today. You can see it here. It's today. He sent me this update. He's currently 242 pounds. This is where he started. As you can see here, 284, and now he is 242 today, right? This is also a side-by-side comparison of where he started from and where he is currently. And this was actually when he had lost 30 pounds, not 42 pounds. So this is basically still, it's almost like old now because he has lost an additional 10 pounds since he took this photo. But I just gave you this comparison so you guys can have a good idea. So in this video, we're just going to be covering the whole process, what led up to me and Garon actually working together. We're gonna cover the whole how we started, talking on Instagram, how we started having a conversation, what led up to us working together, his actual plan. I'm going to be giving you everything, like his actual plan, what his actual plan is currently, and how we've been following that, and how he was able to lose those 42 pounds. And it's only been 9 weeks now since I started working with Garon. You guys don't believe me that it's only been 9 weeks? I can show you right here. As you can see, let's go into body measurements. Basically, let's look at his weight. Oh, actually it's biometrics. What am I doing here? Body weight. Let's look at his body weight. And as you can see, this, wait, no, we're not doing that. 3 months. So as you can see here, this is April 7th, 2024. So this is when he started. He started in April 7th, 2024. I'm filming this video on June 7th, 2024. So basically about 2 months. So that will be like 8 to 9 weeks because of, just plus or minus. So 8 to 9 weeks. So this is where he started. And as you can see here, this is basically yesterday. I've not updated his today's weight, but this was yesterday. So the weight should update today at 242. And yeah, so a 42 pound weight loss, and pretty much that's how it is. Let's get right into it. If you want to see the whole interview with Garon from his own point of view, I did an interview with him. It's somewhere down in the channel. So after this video, you can go watch that video. And obviously, you know who I am. And this is just going to be how my fitboss system works, and let's just get right into it. So Garon, right? How do we start? So on the interview, Garon mentioned that he was actually scrolling through Instagram. He was looking at fitness pages. He was trying to gather information. So I call that the information gathering phase. When you realize you have a problem that you need to fix, the first thing you need to do is start looking for information. Search, start looking out there. What can I do? Looking for tips, looking for all this stuff. That's probably why a bunch of you found my page as well. And you're still in that information gathering phase, which is fine. You need to gather the information. And basically, so he's found me on Instagram. And what did he do first? He followed me because I think he said he was working at that time, so he couldn't actually view my content, right? So he followed me because he saw that the information that I had was good, and he said he was gonna check me out later. Basically, what did he do later? He engaged with my content. So he watched my content. The content that he liked, he actually liked it. He would leave comments. He would ask questions. He would respond to polls. He would watch my stories. He was doing all that. A lot of you guys, you follow all these fitness pages and they're just one more thing that you're following out of your 100,000 people that you follow. You're not really actually looking to see what information can I gather, right? A bunch of you are on Instagram and you have like 5,000 accounts that you're following, and you expect to lose weight. You're probably not going to lose weight. You're following way too many people. There's way too many things distracting you. Garon doesn't even have, I think he has like a couple of hundred people that he follows. So he was able to actually see my content and actually engage with it and get the information that he wanted. Most of you guys are following OnlyFans models, following all this bullshit on Instagram, and then you say you want to lose weight. You're not going to lose weight because you're not going to have access to that information. And also he asks questions, just like I said. He did ask questions. He asked about my program. He asked about me. He asked about certain things that he wasn't clear about, maybe something that I explained in my videos. So what this did, guys, was it actually told me that this guy was interested. This guy was engaged. This guy really wanted to change his life. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try to help him. So I asked him to book a call with me. And maybe some of you watching this video, I've also asked you to do that as well. So there's one of three things that happen when I ask people to book a call. Number one, they book the call. They'll actually book the call. Number two, they'll see when I ask them to book the call, they ghost me, right? It's so funny how someone will reach out to you and say they need help, but then you say, okay, let's get on a call. Let's see how I can help you. And then they just ghost you. So that happens too. And three is they feel like they delay, they procrastinate, right? They'll procrastinate. They'll say, hey, thanks for sharing the link with me. I'll do it later. And I check back with them later. Oh my God, I'm too busy. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. And then I never hear from them again. So those are the three things that usually happen when I ask people to book a call with me. And honestly, I'm really not pissed about it, just because if you really need the help, then you'll do whatever it takes. But if you're just there looking for whose time you're going to waste, looking for attention, those are the people that do number 2 and 3, right? So he booked a call immediately, right? He didn't even waste time. He did that. And then most importantly, he showed up to the call. This is another thing that I see a lot. Most people will book calls. They don't even put it on their calendar because they don't care, and they'll just forget about it, right? And then you're reaching out to them, trying to follow up. Hey man, the call is at 2 p.m. Where are you? And then they will message you like 2 days later and be like, oh my God, I overslept, or I forgot about it. And these are people that need help. These are people that say they want help, they want to change, they weigh over 300 pounds, their health is at risk. What am I going to say to that? This person is not serious. They probably just want some attention or some type of validation, and they're not really interested in changing their situation, right? So he booked a call, and on the call, what did we do? He got to know me, right? We talked. He learned about my program, right? He learned about everything I could do, how I could help him out. But then, and I'm being totally honest here, guys, he did not fully trust me. Before you sign up to work with anybody, these are the 3 things that you want to do. You want to know them, you want to learn what they're all about, and then you want to trust them, right? If there's no trust, then there's really no relationship there, right? You see that a lot too in your personal relationship. So he did not fully trust me. But even at that, he was still doing all this stuff. He was still engaging with my content. He was still asking questions. We were still having conversations. And I was like, okay, how can I get this guy to trust me? Because this guy really looks like he needs this help. This guy really looks like he's ready to actually put in the work to get the help. And because he did all these things, I decided to do something that I don't usually do in my program, which is offer him a free month. So I offered him a free month. Why did I do this? Because this guy showed me that he was dedicated. This guy showed me that he was ready to actually work, and if he had the plan and if he had the right person backing him, he would be able to get the results that he wanted. A lot of people don't show that urge. They don't have that urgency. They don't show you that willingness to actually put in the effort. So I don't offer this to people. Some people, if I see that they don't fully trust me, and I know that, okay, they haven't really done any back work, they haven't really watched any of my stuff, they haven't really done anything. Sometimes I ask them, hey, did you watch this YouTube video that I sent you? They're like, nope, I forgot. I don't do this. I cut it off from here. Done. Like, I don't even want to work with this person because they're not serious, right? I only work with people that are actually serious. And guys, you might say, oh, they might not have had the time, whatever. Garon here works as a bus driver. He works over 70 hours a week. As a bus driver, he cannot be on his phone when he's driving students or when he's driving kids. Working over 70 hours a week. There is no excuse as to why you cannot respond to a text message, as to why you cannot get on a 5-minute call to actually talk about your issue and see if somebody could help you get through them. There is just no excuse. So if you're a guy that's sitting there giving all these excuses saying, oh, this is why I did not get on a call or what, you're lying, because there's just no excuse. If he could do it, you can do it as well. I've worked with software engineers. I've worked with guys that were making 6 figures per year. These guys are like really, really busy, and they were still able to get on a call, talk about their situation, see what I could do for them. And then if it was a good fit, they would sign up. I offered him a free month in the program. And because I offered him a free month, I didn't just say, oh, okay, because I'm doing this for free, you know, I'm going to be lackluster about it. No, he got everything. He got all the benefits. He got in my Slack channel. He met my other clients. We had conversations. I created his plan. I did everything that I was supposed to do in my actual program, right? There was a chance that he might not have resigned. He would have just gotten the free month and then left. But I knew that I could help this guy, and I trusted that no matter what, when he saw this result, he would actually get to trust me and he would sign up. And that's exactly what happened, because in that first month, he lost 20 pounds in his free month. So in the first month of him working with me, he was able to drop 20 pounds. And after that, it was just a matter of, hey bro, send me the link. Right? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's continue. All right. So he signed up and he continued. And that's how we started working together. All right. So this is just a little bit of a backstory for you to see the process of how we actually got to working together. It wasn't a straightforward process like, oh, he followed me, he got on a call, he signed up, right? There were other things in there, and it's not always a smooth process, because even in this, at this point of him not fully trusting me, it was almost like he was getting in his own way, right? It was almost like he had alarm bells ringing in his head saying, do you really want to do this? Do you actually want to lose the weight? Are you not comfortable the way you are? And a lot of you guys probably have that same voice in your head as well. When you want to sign up, when you actually want to start working towards doing that, your body is comfortable, your mind is comfortable. Your mind doesn't want to work. It's like, no, bro, just relax, right? You've worked hard all day. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it next week. You can do it next month. You know, you can wait till next year. Just use this year and relax. And most of you guys allow those thoughts to fill your head, and then you end up not doing anything. But thankfully for Garon, he didn't allow those thoughts to actually fill his head, and he was able to come in, work with me, and look where he is now. Like, this transformation is insane. You can see here, literally. You can see his belly here. Literally, look at that. It's almost basically flat right now. And let me even show you more photos. Okay, this is his weight progress. Let's do progress photos here. You can see this is when he signed up to work with me, right? Look at the front. Look at this. And now this were the progress photos. This was what the day he signed up, these were the photos he took. This is the front, this is the side, this is the back. As you can see, this is not attractive at all. Very, very unattractive. Okay, so let's go back here. And now let's see what he looks like right now. This is basically the front again. As you can see here, like he even has a little bit of an outline, right? His abs are even starting to come in. And this was after 30 pounds. Look at the side, the one that you guys have seen. Look at the back. Literally night and day difference between the two, right? I can't do the comparison here because it doesn't let me do it on my laptop, but you can see again. Look at this, right? And then look at this. Night and day difference. Let's get into what Garon's actual plan was, right? This is his plan. And as you can see, I use my fitboss system, right? My fitboss system it emphasizes simplicity. I don't do any complicated, get on this course, look at my course, watch my course for 50 hours, and then do this, do that. Like, nah. We don't do any of that shit. I work with mostly busy guys. They're already busy working on their stuff. They have a wife, they have kids, they have all this shit going on in their lives. I'm not going to overcomplicate their lives again in my program. So what was his plan? We did 3 things. Put him in a calorie deficit. We started weight training, and then we got him on some cardio or some activity. Calorie deficit first. Garon, he ate, so this is his calorie deficit: 2200 calories, 165 grams of protein every single day. This is what Garon eats. Guys, he started with this when we started working together, and he's still eating this right now. I have not touched this at all. I have not changed anything here. He's still eating the exact same amount of calories, and he's still dropping weight. Most of you guys think you have to starve yourself, and if you think 2200 calories is too low, then you're eating the wrong things, because we got Garon eating the right things, and this keeps him fully satisfied the whole entire day. Sometimes he doesn't even eat up to 2200 calories just because of the food choices that he's eating now and how it keeps him satisfied the whole entire day. Combine that with eating 165 grams of protein every day, he stays satiated the whole entire time. No hunger. We have never gotten on a coaching call and he has complained of hunger. Never. It's been the same ever since he first started. We also got him on a weight training program. I gave him a simple plan that contained compound lifts, something that he could do in like under 30 minutes. Because again, he is busy. He doesn't have time to spend hours in the gym. That's why I gave him that. He does that in like 30 minutes. Boom, he's done. And then he moves on to some cardio, some activity, right? He likes to walk during the day and he also likes doing bike rides. So this is what he does. These are the two things that he likes to do. We put that in the plan, right? I didn't tell him to go run or to go do things that he doesn't want to do. Right, this plan is simple and it takes into account what he's already doing in his life. The only thing that I did was just put it in a plan and help him track what he was doing. So you might say, all right, yeah, the plan sounds good. The plan sounds simple enough. Is that it? No, that's not it. The most important thing that happened was this. This was what made the whole difference. Because guys, I can give you a plan. I can give you a plan. I can give you a workout plan, I can give you a diet plan, I can give you everything you need and say, take that, go do it. I can assure you that 99% of you will probably not do it. Because who is watching you? Who is making you do it? Nobody, right? You wake up in the morning, you don't feel like going to the gym. Oh well, who is gonna know? No one's gonna know, right? Nobody's gonna know. So if you are not able to track or have someone to keep you accountable, which was me. So I would get on coaching calls with Garon twice a week and I would also be tracking. So guys, let me show you a little bit here as well. Basically, this is the Slack channel, right? This is where we communicate, me and Garon. So every morning, Garon has to send me his weight. As you can see, this was the most recent one, 242. This is his cardio. I also track his cardio, so when he's riding on the bike, after he's done, he sends me the summary of what he did cardio-wise. We have a certain number of calories that I gave him to actually burn on the bike, and he does that in this takes him about 35 minutes, as you can see here. So 35 minutes, he burns this amount of calories, which is actually more than what he has on his plan. I think on his plan, it's like 250 calories. But he did 274 here, which is awesome. If you can do more, right? I love it. So as you can see here, this was yesterday's weight. Basically 245 here, today's weight 242, right? If we keep going up, you can see another calorie one here. You can see here, this was 2 days ago, 246. So Garon has been steadily dropping weight. Like, it's just insane. 246 to 245 to 242, right? This guy is just dropping weight, and all he has been doing is basically following this simple plan that I gave him at the start of the program and what I've been helping him track. If you look here too, I also have access to Garon's I have access to his MyFitnessPal, which is the app that he uses to track his calories. So I can see what Garon is eating every single day, right? I go in there every single day. I look at what he's eating. If I see any inconsistencies, because I'm also tracking his weights, so if I see any inconsistencies in his weights, I'm able to just look at it and be like, what's going on here, Garon? And he says, okay, maybe he drank more water, or maybe he ate this, or maybe he ate that. And then I'm like, okay, maybe you shouldn't eat that, right? Maybe you should eat this instead. Or maybe you should eat just a little bit of that and more of this. Right? And giving him those suggestions has really helped him out to drop this weight and go down this much. This is why accountability works, guys. It's like you guys look at accountability and you're like, okay, someone's just bothering you. No. Anybody that's keeping you accountable, whether it's your coach, whether it's your friend, whether it's your mom, whether it's your wife, whoever it is, they're actually looking out for you. They're looking out to see that you're doing the exact things you're supposed to do, right? It took Garon only 2 months to get this transformation, right? losing 42 pounds in only 2 months. That's insane. And he never would have done it if he was on his own trying to figure it out himself. And Garon is still in the program now. We're still working together. His goal weight is he wants to get up to about 200 to 10. That's his goal weight. So we're still working together, and he'll be there in probably the next couple of months, right? And at the speed he is going, he might actually get there even much faster. So that's it when it comes to what I did with Garon. There's really nothing much there to actually talk about. As I said, my system is uncomplicated. It's for busy guys that don't want any complications in their lives, any more complications than they have right now. You're trying to work, you're grinding, you're trying to make money, you're trying to do all these things. You don't need a system that's going to come and make that much harder or stress you out. And that's why he's able to stay consistent as well. I think it was like last weekend, he actually went on vacation. He went on a 3-day vacation. He came back and he was still on track. He went on a 3-day vacation. He didn't gain any extra weight. He came back and he was literally still the exact same weight he was when he left. We didn't do any tracking for those 3 days, and he was able to eat good. He was able to eat right and do everything he was supposed to do, even while on vacation. That's the life you want to live. That's the type of system you want in your life. A system that's going to keep you accountable, that's going to help you do all the things you know you're supposed to do without having to stress out about it. All right, so that's the story of how Garon got to where he is now. And guys, if you want to be the next Garon, you want to work with me, you want to get in better shape, you want to lose the weight without all the complicated diet and workout programs that you see out there, then I'm gonna leave a link in the description and also in the pinned comments. Book a one-on-one call with me. Actually show up for the call. Bring all your questions. If you want to have like an overview about what my program is, the top video on the channel is the video that explains my whole program in detail, and you can discover for yourself if it's right for you. If it's right for you, then there's also that same link in that video. You can book a one-on-one call with me. We're going to talk about your issues, see what's going on, see if I can help you, and then sign you up into the program. It's really that simple, guys. Stop making your life more complicated than it already is. Do these simple things and just get in better shape, right? You could be losing 20, 40, 60, 80 pounds before the end of the year, right? You could be a whole entirely different person by next year if you only took action today. Anyways, guys, that's the whole video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.